GoPro, stop recording. She's been sitting at this light. This lady is just doing nothing but circling on her phone. Why? Why is that necessary? Get off your phone. Ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to take this 2012 Harley Davidson V-Rod Muscle out for a little ride to see how she goes. I'm super excited. I've never ridden one, and it's always been on my list. I want to try it. This was very revolutionary. The Revolution engine at the time, especially for Harley Davidson. This thing was claiming 122 horsepower, 96 foot-pounds of torque, 86 foot-pounds of torque, and a 670-ish pound weight. I mean, it's not bad at all. Not bad at all. So this one actually has a custom paint job, needs a little bit of cleaning, but we're going to take care of that before we take the pictures. But I'm just super excited to take it out and see how she rides. So let's get on the road. It's starting to get a little later today. Weather's turning out pretty nice. Oh, she is super mean sounding. I love it. I love it. Strong pull. Very comfortable riding position, honestly. I had to put a backpack on with this because there's no bags. One of the biggest complaints I've heard about this bike is the fact that people have problems turning, I guess. I don't know. Leaning. I don't know. Seems to lean okay to me. But everybody's got a preference, I suppose. Everybody's got a thing. I know a lot of Harley purists didn't like this bike because it doesn't sound like a Harley. But it's got a nice sound to it, though. I mean, this engine was very, very different. And it's still different, other than the new Revolution Max engines are really good too, but at the time, Porsche designed this engine, so it's got some power to it. I mean, the back wheel is huge. It's 240. It's a monster back wheel. Over pretty good to me. Got self-canceling turn signals. That's cool. That's very nice. We are out on the road, and yeah, it's got a very comfortable ride position. It really does. I don't think I'm a big fan of these grips or foot pegs. I think I'd prefer rubber mounted, or rubber inserts or whatever on the foot pegs, and then some rubber on the hand grips. But my hand's kind of slipping. I have to grab harder than I want to. But no lie, I like this bike. I'm super impressed with this. It leans in just fine. Really does. Wow. Well, I like it. 2,000 RPMs. I'm trying to look at the the gates here. Temp, speedo, odometer, and that's it. That's it. There's no button, there's no way to change anything else from what I can tell. That's just a trip reset. It's got 9,146 miles, so it's still quite fresh in her life. And at cruising speeds, smooth, really smooth. Red line is at 9,000 on this engine, which is it's a lot. It's a decent red line for a V-twin. Brakes are good. Brakes are really good. Oh God, that engine sound, the note from this. This has it says Vance and Hines on the pipes. I don't know if that's stock or not, as this bike was just delivered by a friend of the channel. Said, I want to sell this bike, you know, won't you list it for me? And I said, absolutely. You know, he said, how much do you want for selling it? I said, don't worry, I want to film it. You know, I'm not interested really in making a big profit here, and you know, that's not really what I want to do. I have my regular job for that. This is a passion, you know, just riding bikes. And I had forgotten all about the fact that he had it, and just kind of came across each other again out of the blue, and just like, hey man, I just started doing this YouTube thing. And he said, oh really? I said, yep. He said, you know, I got that V-Rod. I said, yeah, I do. I didn't, but I did. But when he said it, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. I'm like, well, let me write it for the channel, and then we'll post it up on our Facebook. And so we'll put the link of the Facebook post in the description. You know, I don't know how much he wants to sell it for yet. Needs a good detailing, needs a good cleaning. So we got a good guy for that, as he handles the bikes that everybody that works on the channel rides. So I'm gonna send it over to him. He'll get a nice, good detail on it. It's not cheap, but if you want a bike to sell and you want people to look at it, you gotta clean it. You gotta make it look good. The engine itself, the bike itself, just in this brief period of time, I don't see anything wrong with it. Not a thing. No, I don't see anything wrong with this bike. Oh no. Woo. Nope, there's nothing wrong with this bike. I like it. It's got good power. And it's surprisingly comfortable. This is actually a pretty comfortable bike. You know, the seat maybe could use a different seat for me. You know, but honestly, I very rarely have ever sat on a stock seat and said, oh yeah, that's great, it's perfect. Stock seats are not built for everybody. You know, or I'm sorry, they're not customized to you. They're built for every person to kind of sit on. You know, so not designed for your own personal comfort. So maybe a better seat. you know, would be the only thing I would put on it, other than changing the hand grips and foot pegs. And the hydraulic clutch. That exhaust pipe is right there where my knee is. I feel the heat. We got traffic again. Been trying to change the times when I get a chance to film bikes, and here recently it doesn't seem to matter what time I leave to go right. It's like I'm always in traffic. I'll try to change the route just a little bit today. Very stable motorcycle. I mean, first impressions. Wow. I don't know why people had such a problem with this bike. I mean, I don't know everything about the V-Rod. I really don't. I mean, if you have personal, you know, if you have something you can Alright. So let's see. How does the 2020 or 2012 Harley Davidson V-Rod Muscle handle itself in a few little curves here? Nothing crazy, you know, we're not going knee down, we're just going to see how she handles. And then when we get a little bit of a speed pull after all this, it's a 40-mile-an-hour curve. So let's not go crazy, it's not my bike. About 45. Guess what? I could have gone a lot faster. What a shock. Now, Sienna's fine. Sienna's just fine. It's got that big back wheel on it, 240. It's fine. Hits the curve, goes in, holds the line, and comes out. But now, with this, oh thank God, Silverado's turning. Alright, let's get on it. Oh. It's a 50-mile-an-hour curve. Damn truck. Well, just a little bit. Make sure there's nothing in the road. Now, this bike is good. bike has some good power, and it is torque power. I mean, it is unreal. It is just straight throw you back, and that wind obviously is kind of it's hitting me too, but it's got some good power. Wow, good bike, good bike. Whew. I mean, this is the, I mean, obviously a muscle cruiser, man, muscle cruiser. Whew. 2012 Harley Davidson V-Rod Muscle. Oh man, I don't know why people don't like it. It's relatively comfortable. It's a blast to ride. It does good in the curves. I mean, is it the greatest in the curves? No, but it's like, you know, I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of the best of all worlds, you know, or kind of not the best of all worlds. I can do everything you need me to do. Might not be the best, but I can do it well. You know, it's just a good bike. It really is. Very stable, very planted. Whew, man, yeah, yep. I like it. I like it. All right. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen. Had a little bit of a camera malfunction there, but we've arrived at our destination for our first ride on this bike, and I'll tell you what, all in all, I like this bike. We're going to get it cleaned up, and we're going to get it back to some good condition so we can really see this bike shine. Honestly, I think it's a beautiful motorcycle. I think the lines are really nice. The way that it rides is really nice. And I am super happy that I got a chance to ride it. See if we can get another video at some point down the line before we eventually sell this bike. Anyway, as always, ladies and gentlemen, stay safe and enjoy the ride. GoPro, stop recording.